What's up, Bama Nation? It's BamaMan B coming to y'all with a post-game reaction like I promised you. Now, I'm kind of glad that I allowed some days to go by to allow the steam to cool off, man, because I was ready to tell some people to shut the front door. And congratulations to our man best ball team tonight as they pulled off a victory against number 8 Illinois, and that also helped lift it up my spirit. So congratulations to the man basketball team. I'll do another post on them later. But back to the Oklahoma and Alabama game. I want to start off with the Oklahoma fan base first because a lot of them jumped in the comments on the last video saying, "No, man, what y'all saying? We deserve to win. Y'all keep talking like this. No, we deserve to win." Hear from me first. And I'm pretty sure a lot of other Bama fans feel this way. No, you guys won the game. You deserve to win the game because you created those turnovers. It wasn't like those turnovers just came out of nowhere, or we just when Ty got the ball just slipped out of his hands 80% of the time, and you guys are picking it up and taking it in for a touchdown or kicking it for a field goal. We're not saying that. We are saying that we should have been put in that position to allow y'all to create the turnovers. And hats off to our defense, man, because our defense played a hell of a game to only allow 16 points when the other team average starting possession is almost on your side of the field is phenomenal. So hats off to the defense, man. Y'all played y'all point. Yeah, y'all did what y'all supposed to do on the side of the ball, and that's one reason why we didn't say we got dominated, because the defense did their part to eliminate the domination part. Now, if y'all was going up and down on the field on the defense too, and doing the same thing on defense, so if y'all offense is going up and down, y'all got it. Y'all dominated us, but no, it wasn't a dominated performance. It was just we had too many miscues, which was created by y'all again, that caused us to lose this game. Now that brings me to Ryan Grubb. I was happy that Ryan Grubb came on this season. KD got his guy for his coaching staff, especially on the OC, to be able to know the ins and out, how they want to run this offense, what's the scheme, what's the game plan. But I think some of that has to be tweaked, because you're no longer in the Pac-12 no more. You're no longer out west. I know you spent 1 year in the NFL, but majority of your coaching career is in college. But you're no longer in that conference no more, where you don't have to worry about 350-some pound defensive tackles that can run a 4.6 and very strong and can push that pocket real fast. You got to worry about a 250-some pound, 240-some pound defensive end that can run a 4.4 that's coming to knock your quarterback head off every week in this conference. You didn't have to worry about that. And so now that you see this type of a ball and style is being played, you have to adjust to that. And a lot of and one way you can do is, I know it's a catchphrase out there, it's run the ball. But it's how you run the ball. Forget all this zone read scheme every time. That sometimes we just gotta line up man on man, hat on the hat, power formation, and dive it out and see, do you want to take this type of punishment every play? And if you see, once we did that, we got about almost 5 yards a pop. And everybody know, man, in football, 4 yards a pop will make the defense drop. So I would like to see more power formation. And then also against a team that's like to blitz 70-80% of the snap. Stop trying to do all these deep breaking in routes from the outside receiver or quick outs from the slots, because the DBs are squatting on those and ready for you to throw it. We need to have some shallow crossing with some drags built up under there. Because now that forces the linebackers and especially the safety to read and react. They just can't react. And everybody know, if you only have to just react on defense, that you can always keep the offense on its heels. And so I think you need to do a better play calling on that. especially on the one with Ty fumble. If you look on the bottom of the screen of that play, for our wide receiver, if I'm not mistaken, I think we was on a far left hash, and in college the hashes are very, very, very far apart. And then the two wide receivers that was there on the bottom of the screen was close to the top of the numbers. So even if Ty tried to get it out there, that's still almost a 10-yard throw. And if you're a good DB, you can jump that real quick. So no reason for us to split them guys out very wide when 9 times out of 10 they're coming on a blitz. There's also time too where they was playing very soft coverage one-on-one at the top of the screen. And at that time, okay, that's when you want to, instead of the wide receiver screen, just give him a quick pop. Let him go. That's an extension of the run game. The drag routes are an extension of the run game. You catch it for 3 yards, I'm pretty sure you can get you 4 or 5 yards. That's an extension of the run game. But that's what KD, I mean, not KD, but Ryan grew up. I think he has to get more acclimated to this style of football because, during one game, he even stated, man, God, he was very surprised of the atmosphere and how electric it was for a college game. That's what you're going to get in the SEC week in and week out. Now, the main reason that I feel that we didn't capitalize, and no, it's not on the field goal kicker, even though, he came out there and trying to chew the guy out. But if you're a true Bama fan, we never really had a field goal kicker. It's very rare we get a diamond in the rough. But true Bama fans know that you don't have a field goal kicker. And it was so funny because the first game, when he missed that field goal, I said, Bama's back, baby. Bama's back. But the main reason is Ty. I think Ty cost us this game, man. And I think that's some of the reason why you see some of these slow starts in the second half, or what we stall out on the second half, is because of this. Now, I'm surprised a lot of people haven't pointed this out, especially AJ McCarron, by him being a quarterback. He did speak on his mechanics, but the main thing I think the issue is Ty decides to throw a bullet pass 80 to 90% of the time. And everybody knows, and it's just like a baseball pitcher, if you're throwing a bullet pass, your mechanics got to be spot on. It cannot be no flaws in your mechanics once you're about to release that ball. And I think Ty needs to put more touches on it, which I'm showing that he can, because he did it. He threw one to Horton on one of our TD drives, touchdown drives. And he placed that ball in there so perfect, and Horton was able to come down with it without too much stress. Because it just felt in there. And it feels like a bread. It actually feels like a bread. The wide receivers would tell you, a nice touch would feel like you catching a loaf of bread. And so I think that's one of the main issues. It's time. That's why you see the ball either oversells or falls short. And some of the wide receivers get frustrated because they're open, but the ball is too far out to where they cannot make the catch, and they give their all to do it. And another thing I would like Ty to tweak is sometimes just take off, man. Just take off, Ty. Not saying every play, but sometimes just take off. Let them know, hey, okay, you keep rushing fast up there like this, I'm gonna take off. Get you about 7-8 yards. That'll slow him down. But I believe he can do it, man. I believe Ryan Grubb can do it because they have shown glimpses of it throughout the season. But y'all let me know, man. Am I spot on my reaction? Is it something I left out? Comment below. Let me know, man. And it's BamaMan B signing out with the Roll Tide, baby.